He who believes in the words of a dictator is the king of the fools. The only place where you can be a dictator and still be loved is on the movie set. The concept of the benevolent dictator, just like the concepts of the noble thief or the honest whore, is no more than a meaningless fantasy. Ignorance is an evil weed which dictators may cultivate among their dupes, but which no democracy can afford among its citizens. Wild animals look good in the jungle, not in the Oval Office. A country united under a dictator is a country with little or no freedoms. A world united under a dictatorship is a world with no freedoms and no future for the common person. Often the greater our ignorance about something, the greater our resistance to change. Emotional connection with the political leader is the originator of the dictator. Maybe they have nothing else to do in America but to talk about me. The power of the fascist is ignorant and mentally slave citizens who worship a leader like a messiah. I am most grateful for two things: that I was born in North Korea and that I escaped from North Korea. For the people of any nation, the death of their dictator is like the end of a long and brutal war. They breathe down in great relief. It is one thing to overthrow a dictator or to repel an invader, and quite another thing, really, to achieve a revolution. No dictator is more powerful than the people. It's only a matter of waking up to recognize the harms done to the nation. A dictator will always be outgrown by his ego. Cowards will always commit war crimes. Shatter the educational institutions is the always priority of a dictator, because the dictator knows nothing revolutionary more than educated and aware youth. In an authoritarian system, the masses suffer from a guilty conscience, even when they insist on their rights before the dictator's eyes. The worst thing some people have ever done is save some people's lives. The dictator never comes with a whip or a sword in hand. On the one hand, it has a begging bowl of sympathy and a basket of dreams on the other hand. The world must be free. It's that simple. The greatest enemy of the dictator is the nation. If I could, I would, is the maxim of tyrants. The sheep think the shepherd is sacred, and the dog is protecting them from the wolves. Actually, shepherds and dogs eat more sheep, not wolves. Remember, the difference between a dictator and a true leader is in intention. Politics does not make leaders. Leaders make right politics. No dictator has a healthy mind, because only a sick mind can be a dictator. If Marion Hawthorne doesn't watch out, she's going to grow up into a Lady Hitler. When a nation leaves the fate of his country to an ignorant and fool person, then that nation itself will be remembered in the history as ignorant and fool nation. Supporting a dictator is no different than eating a poisonous mushroom. A dictator in a country is a big threat to the whole humanity. A democrat in a country is a great hope to the whole world. The one who loves power becomes dictator, and one who admires power becomes slave. The dictator says, "You are allowed to think as you want, but never write it down or talk about it. If you cross these borders, we cannot guarantee your security." There is no doubt that we have defeated too many dictators, but we must not forget that the religion is still out there. Be wary of those propagating too much about liberty, ideology, and civility. They just might be oppressors in the making. Dictator is a shadow. Just increase the light. He shall disappear. One man can change the world. Look at Adolf Hitler. A crushing defeat is the most humbling inoculation for arrogance. The power of every dictator has two main sources: his psychopathic mind and the support of the very easily deceivable, ignorant masses. An honorable public and a dishonorable dictator cannot live together. At the end, the latter goes. Without a sound legal system, a small group or even a single person can take control of an entire country. He who loves a dictator is much more dangerous than the dictator himself. When a dictator dies, oxygen increases in the world. There is a very easy and very peaceful way to get rid of a dictator. Get out of the system. Thanks for watching, and subscribe for more.